So, a reminder before the lesson begins, make sure you're taking notes and you're listening and watching for the keyword or phrase. Let's get to it. So, we're going to be learning how to write and solve inequalities in this lesson, lesson number 8 of Unit 4. Our aim for today, how can we write and solve inequalities? And this lesson is going to be day 1. We will be doing a day 2 involving inequalities. So again, going over important vocabulary, what is an inequality? An inequality is a relationship between two expressions that are not equal to one solution and to only one solution. So it's not just equal to one solution, and that's really important. There can be multiple solutions. So in the past, in previous grades, you've talked about inequalities, the different symbols, and what they really mean. So we have a greater than symbol, or more than. This would just mean that the answer is bigger than whatever the value or the solution you have. It's not equal, but it's just larger than. Anything bigger than that value you found. Less than or smaller than. And these are good key phrases when we start looking at our word problems and our guided practice to help you identify which symbol you're going to be using and applying in your inequality that you set up. Then we have greater than or equal to. So this line underneath is going to mean equal to. So it's still the greater than sign, but it also includes the value that you find. Another couple of key words for greater than or equal to would be at least or at minimum, the minimum value. So it has to be that value or higher, or no fewer than. So again, whatever that value is and higher or larger. The last symbol is going to be less than or equal to. So less than or equal to. Another couple of keywords you can see in word problems that will indicate less than or equal to are at most. So at the max or maximum. At the most is this value or less. And then another keyword or phrase would be no more than. So again, this is good to keep with you to identify the different key phrases, which symbol means what, and how you can set up your inequality. So let's use this now and try and set up our first practice problem. So every month, $35 is withdrawn from Tony's savings account to pay for his gym membership. He has enough savings to withdraw no more, here's a keyword, no more than $315. You want to write and solve an inequality that solves how many months Tony can pay for his gym membership. So going back to our lesson about writing and solving equations, this is going to be exactly the same setup. Instead of an equal sign, we're going to be using an inequality symbol. So we have our variable that we're trying to find out or trying to solve for. So we have you didn't even need let. So M equals number of months. We know that it's going to be no more than $315. So $315 you can look at as the maximum amount, and it could be equal to the $315. So 35 is withdrawn from Tony's savings account to pay for his gym membership. He has enough savings to withdraw no more than $315. So you want to say 35M has to be less than or equal to 315. So how many months can Tony pay with the $315? So here we're going to isolate our variable M. using division. So 35 divided by 35. M is less than or equal to 9 because 315 divided by 35 is 9. That means that Tony can pay for 9 months of his membership, and that is it. So the largest number of months he can pay is 9 months. So part of inequality is making sure that you're learning how to interpret the answer. There we go. So Tony can only pay for his membership for up to 9 months. All right. Number 2. Pause the video, try this one on your own, and then come back and check your answer. Okay. So Chuck needs to buy 4 work shirts, all costing the same amount. After he uses a $25 gift card, he can spend no more than $75. Write and solve the inequality to find all the possible costs for a shirt. So C equals cost of shirts. I should say cost of each shirt. Because I know I'm going to buy 4, or Chuck is going to buy 4 work shirts. And then with a $25 gift card, he can spend no more than $75. So 75 is the max amount. So whatever this plus the $25 has to be less than or equal to $75. So we have a 2-step equation here. We want to isolate our variable, so we're going to subtract 25 from both sides. Cancel this out. 4C, and our inequality stays the same. 50. 75 minus 25 is 50. We're still isolating our variable. We're going to use inverse operations to divide by both sides. C is going to be less than or equal 12.5. So that means each shirt should cost at the most $20.50 or less. So the shirts can cost less. It could cost $10, it could cost $12, but it can't be more than that. It can't be $12.60 or $12.55. So each shirt can cost no more than $12.50. Again, just interpreting that inequality. Number 3. Pause the video, try this one on your own, and come back and check your answer. Okay, so Melanie wants to run more than 65 miles this week. She has already run 5 miles. Write and solve an inequality that can be used to determine the average number of miles she would need to run each day for 5 days to achieve her goal. All right, so how many miles? So let's do M equal number of miles. She wants to run more than, so here we're going to have a greater than 65, not equal to, just more than 65 miles this week. She's already run 5 miles and she wants to know the average in the next 5 days. So we have 5M. So I just do M equals number of miles each day. So 5M plus 5 is going to be greater than 65 because we want to run more than that. So we're going to, again, continue to isolate our variable. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides. Cancel out our 5s. We have 5M is greater than 60. Then we're still isolating our variable. We're going to divide both sides by 5 to isolate our variable because 5 divided by 5 is 1 and it cancels out. M is greater than 12. So each day for the next 5 days, Melanie needs to run more than 12 miles each day to reach her goal. Again, just interpreting your inequality. So making sure you are aware of solving for an equation is very similar to solving for your inequality, making sure you're identifying what keywords are going to mean what inequality symbol, taking those parts from the word problem and putting them into an equality and solving, and then interpreting that answer to make sense in the situation and the context of the problem. Make sure you're identifying your keywords. Make sure you're writing down your questions for me if you have any. Make sure you do your practice problems. Make sure you're trying and writing down your notes. This way it helps you remember, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.